Hi, good afternoon. Today I'm going to be presenting about BYOD moving forward, and my name is Arvindran Mhanogaran. Well, the contents of my presentation would be the objective of presentation, the introduction of BYOD, the advantages and disadvantages of BYOD, the Excel mode, sensitivity analysis, conclusion and recommendation, and the learning points. Well, as we look at the objective of this presentation is basically to present the importance and benefits of BYOD, to present the statistical analysis in regards to the relevance of implementing the BYOD policy. Well, the BYOD is the abbreviation for Bring Your Own Device. Most of the employees these days are using their personal devices to access through corporate resources. Alright, so now looking into this, the corporate holdings implement this idea as it increases the collaboration and thus increase productivity by allowing employees to conduct their work from anywhere. This could be very feasible and very flexible to them as well. Well, the BYOD eliminates the need of companies to provide its employees with devices used for learning as they use their own now. This also provides more ways to access data, new type of devices and alternative ways as to traditional PC platform. Well, this is referred to be as the post-PC era, and this is told by Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple. Well, nevertheless, the risk involved is very much related to security issues as employees tend to use their own devices unmonitored and undeterred by the company's security policies. The employees being less aware of these security issues could be a leading risk as well. So these are the concerns that probably would be uh, taken into consideration when one wants to implement the BYOD policy. But moving forward will be explained. Well, let's just look at the experiences of other companies in terms of implementing BYOD. As to this, in 2010, just as many other large companies, IBM has implemented the BYOD policy, and as employees that work from outside no longer have to use the mobile device provided by them. And Apple, one of the most renowned companies that is implementing the BYOD policy. And just to pick up what they said, it's because of the overwhelming popularity of the iPhone and iPad, we quickly transformed our BYOD program into a company standard for US employees, says Jonathan Suharek, the Vice President of Supply Chain Systems. Well, let's look into the advantages and disadvantages of BYOD. Firstly, let's look into the cost. It is cost saving. Companies don't have to invest into purchasing highly priced devices. This could be very cost saving as well because most companies actually invest into Blackberries to their workers, perhaps to 40,000, 80,000 workers like how IBM used to do. And looking at the flexibility, there's an increase in flexibility. Now this can drastically increase workplace flexibility and work productivity. Well, looking into increased productivity, the employees would be able to complete the task given anywhere seamlessly, thus translating to an increase of productivity. Simple as that. And if you look into the disadvantages, there are two things that we can probably consider. One is the data security, which is one of the biggest concerns, as pertinent company data may be compromised. And as of the privacy, looking into privacy, the employees may be uncomfortable as the device used for work would also be used for personal data, having chances of the companies to spy on their personal data. Well, most of them will be surfing the Facebook or Twitter while doing their work as well, and their passwords could be seen by their companies since it is introduced by them. The network used is a common network from a particular server. So this could be one of their concerns as from the employees level. Well, let's look at the statistical analysis. Well, figure 1 is the original statistical analysis done for the implementation of BYOD. Well, what we have here is the benefits and the projected benefits throughout the 6 years. So looking at benefits, we have the reduced cost of capital, improved productivity, reduced insurance, and total improvements from BYOD. But the relevant cost that we probably could consider in is the security and maintenance, the software acquisition, the support and troubleshoot team, the system infrastructure design, the training. Well, looking at the cash flow, it seems very positive that from the start you definitely have no benefits, but as you move further, progress further, at the end of the year, the 6 years projected that we should be earning 13 million. So this could be a very profitable project for the company. Well, looking at the NPV value, it comes up to 5.5. The IRR comes to 19%. The discount rate here that we probably consider using is the 10%. Well, the payback period is about 2 years and 91 days. Looking at the profitable index is 1.9. So this looks very positive. And definitely, moving further, we have figure 2. And here, what I have done is actually I have tweaked a little bit of the uh, relevant cost, increasing the cost. So this explains that the NPV value has gone to a negative, the RRR has reduced, and the profitable index is reduced certainly. So it is very important that when we were to gauge to an investment, we should be very precise with what we're investing for and get the uh, best investments in order for us to earn the best profits. All right, and to get a positive NPV value. And of course, looking at figure 3, what I've done is that I've changed the values, the relevant costs I've increased in the 5th year, just to show how can it affect the profit, and whether do we stand a chance profit if there are certain relevant costs that will incur, which I'll explain the next slide actually. As compared to the original statistical analysis in figure 1, the NPV has a negative value due to an increase of relevant cost at the start of the implementation of BYOD as stated in figure 3. Assuming that security issues arises in the 5th year, an increase in maintenance cost is necessary. Along with that, there would be also an increase in the cost incurred by the support and troubleshoot team in order to resolve this issue. Updated software and troubleshooting would be explained in a training that has to be conducted, hence costs would increase in this particular aspect. What has been observed is even in such a situation, the company would be able to make enough profit, and this is in reference to the NPV value of 3.09 and the profitable index of 1.5. Well, looking at this whole thing, what I can sum up is that in conclusion, implementing the BYOD policy seems to be promising and profitable to the company in the long run. It reduces the expenses and at the same time increases flexibility and productivity. In regards to the security issues, I would actually recommend the company actually can opt to use software provided by Network and Cisco. Investing perhaps a million in this would solve one of the main concerns and yet churn a positive cash flow. So, having said this, thank you very much.